If you pre-ordered Battlefront 2, you can start playing the brand new story campaign today. I'm about to talk about the most significant things the story adds to Star Wars lore. There will be some spoilers for the story, so please feel free to wait until after you beat the campaign before watching this video. Shortly after the Battle of Endor, Inferno Squad travels to Fondor. That planet was already canon, but this is its first on-screen appearance. In Star Wars Legends, it was known to be a site for research and development, and that still holds true in the game. The Operation Cinder climate disruptors that were introduced in the comic Shattered Empire were revealed to have been developed on Fondor in the game. I think one of the most intriguing missions in the story is the fourth, which takes place on the brand new planet PILLIO. It's described as a remote and uncolonized world at the edge of the Janata system. It's mostly covered in water, and its land is made up of coral-like structures. But most importantly, it's the mission where you get to play as Luke Skywalker. Information on what he was up to after the Battle of Endor is pretty sparse, but now we know he was called to PILLIO by the Force, where the Emperor had one of his observatories. He had observatories on a number of worlds, including Jakku. The Jakku Observatory had some sort of self-destruct system that could rip the planet apart. The observatory on PILLIO is mentioned as having a mantle defense system that could destroy the site, so it might be the same type of self-destruct. In the mission, Luke works with Inferno Squad member Del Meeko to reach the observatory, which is basically a storage unit. Inside, Luke finds a compass of some sort, the significance of which we don't yet know. The mission immediately after PILLIO is on VARDOS. This planet was already introduced in the book Inferno Squad, but this is our first good visual look at it. Interestingly, it's also located in the Janata system. It's been called an Imperial Utopia, as evidenced by the Imperial propaganda plastered all over the walls. Jumping back to the Shattered Empire comic from 2015, that's where we first saw the Imperial attack on Naboo. In one mission, we get to take part in the defense of the planet, and then you play as Leia in the immediate aftermath of the space battle, where we learn that there was also a ground assault made by the Empire. The book Aftermath Life Debt tells us about how Kashyyyk was liberated from the Empire. We get a small prequel to that story as we play as Han on Takodana, and he meets an Imperial defector that helps him get access to the planet. Yet another mission involves Lando Calrissian and an attack on an Imperial factory on SULLUST. The mission itself isn't all that eventful, but like Luke Skywalker, Lando is another character that we just don't know much about after the Battle of Endor, so it was great to see his return. After the Battle of Jakku, things jump forward nearly 3 decades, and we get to play as Kylo Ren. We see where he gets his first lead in the search for Lor San Tekka and the map to Skywalker. We get to see some other leaders of the First Order, and they discuss something called Project Resurrection located on PILLIO, which appears to be dying since we last saw it. We learn that the First Order helped rebuild VARDOS, and they discuss relocating Project Resurrection thanks to a security breach. Another planet named Athula is mentioned, but that's a brand new name to me. I have no idea what any of this means, but it's intriguing. Project Resurrection could simply refer to the rebuilding of the Empire in the form of the First Order. It could be something related to Snoke. Maybe it's just foreshadowing for future stories. Who knows? Hopefully some future DLC will explore this further. Those are all the most significant additions to lore from Star Wars Battlefront 2. I will be doing a much deeper dive very soon covering all the Easter eggs and connections and more minor details in the campaign like I do with book releases. I also plan to livestream the game on a weekly basis, and you can expect me to continue covering the story mode in a lore play series. So to keep up with that and all Star Wars news and lore content, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out my Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.